I looked at this car, I saw two different stories. On the inside, it was starting to feel like 26. On the outside, it was still stuck in 2010. I questioned myself for weeks. Do I keep the original lines or do I go for the Type 2 facelift? But the more I stared at the Type 2 front end, the more I realized this car deserves a fresh start. It was time to change the face of this build. I called up my dealer and just went for it. If we are doing this, we are doing it right. New front and rear bumpers, the Type 2 grille, just not a normal grille, it's a Canadian spec grille, reflectors and fog light covers. But I didn't stop there. My original fenders were repaired, dented, painted whatsoever and patched so many times that they were basically held together by filler. I wanted a clean slate. I actually hunted down a pair of huge golden fenders from Bombay. They've never been repaired, never been dented, painted, nothing. They are perfectly straight. Probably straighter than my friends. And they're honestly the best find of the build so far. They're a different color, but since the whole car is going for a paint next anyway, it doesn't matter. We are building a new body piece by piece. We started with the teardown and man, removing the Type 1 bumper revealed all the scars of the past. Someone had literally screwed the bumpers directly into the body because the clips were dead. We had to drill them out just to get the plastic off. Once the bumper was gone, we hit the fenders. It looked straightforward, but because the car is lowered, getting those screws inside the wheel arch was a total nightmare. We had to jack the car up just to get a screwdriver in there. But once those old battered fenders came out and the Mumbai golden ones went on, for the first time in years, the car actually looked straight. This is where things get technical. We swapped the bulbs into the new headlight and got the grille mounted, but when we went and hung the new bumper, we hit a wall. The side clips on the chassis are Type 1. The fender is Type 2. They don't really speak the same language. And the saddest part is my camera actually died. And I'm so silly I forgot to carry my extra battery right in the middle of the struggle. But trust me, it was a battle. We had to fabricate. We took a stencil from the old bumper, mapped the whole location onto the new Type 2 bumper and started drilling. Now, it sounds easy, but when you're cutting into a brand new part, your heart is literally in your throat. One wrong move and the whole facelift is ruined. The rear was supposed to be the easy part. The bumper and those LED reflectors went on like a dream. But the tail lights, they had other plans. The boot side lights were direct swap, but the outer units required some serious electrical jugaad. The wiring pins were completely different. We spent hours spinning and repinning just to get the brake lights and parkers working. We still haven't solved the indicators yet. They are acting up. But that's a problem for future me. For now, the car finally has the modern LED signature it deserves. I stood there for the longest time just staring at the car. It looks much wider, sharper, and 10 years younger. It's finally a Type 2. But looking at it now with the mismatched fenders and the raw plastic, it looks like a Lego quite literally. Also, before we move on, I wanted to say a massive thank you. We've officially hit 1000 subscribers on the channel. Honestly, I started this just to document a project I love, but seeing so many of you join the journey and geek out over Corollas with me, it means the world. If you're new here and enjoying the OEM Plus philosophy and the technical side of the build, hit the subscribe button. We are just getting started. The silhouette is done. The face has changed. Now it's time for the scariest and most rewarding part of the whole journey. The full deep paint job. Also, I know a lot of you are curious about the cost of this conversion. It wasn't cheap. So if you guys want a full price breakdown, let me know in the comment section and I'll make a separate detailed video on that. We've seen the shape. Next, you'll see the color. See you in episode 6. Peace.